Hey, I see you guys calling me Brocco Bald. Need to put this man somewhere. Hold on. He's going right over here. There you go. There you go. Perfect. So you can see him. I see you guys calling me Brocco Bald. It's not nice. Baldalite. Where's the crusty mic I've been waiting for? Oh, is it evil? Is the mic evil right now? How about Baldalite? Baldalite and Brocco Bald both work. Mic is good. Hello, Benjamin. Let me get my streams in split view. Hello, Equinox. Yeah, there I am. Big Brock. Alright, well, I mean, we might as well just get on with it then. Everything should be good. Let me double check, make sure everything... Okay. Are we normal? I did some coaching last night for 3, and I was mixing up my loadout to demonstrate examples. I think my loadout is exactly what 3's loadout is. So I'm changing it up right now. There you go. Yeah, whatever the name is on YouTube, the Capwell Fine or whatever. Why didn't you make it 4? Okay, a status. Classic a status. Quickly. There you go. I hate the fist icon. It always shows up. It's a mod bug. Did you play Billion Nemesis? Yeah, but it only has levels for, what's it called? Prelude and Limbo. Arguably some of the most boring levels. You know what? I think I'll play it when all of Act 1 is done. How does that sound? And then I'll come back to it when Act 2 is done. Hello, Brocklight. Hello, nothing and no one's silly. I feel like you're someone who I might know. Your profile picture is kind of awesome, I can't lie. Why can't I zoom out? I zoomed in on your profile picture, now it won't let me zoom out. I'm enthralled. Okay, there you go. Alt overpump is awesome. Just overcharge once to 3x. What are you talking about? Come to think of it, what do you think of the encores? They're more or less fun. I do prefer, what's it called? Which level is it? E1, or 1E, whatever it is. I prefer 1E, because the rooms aren't, like, super cramped. I talk about this in my latest video, like, what makes good room design when it comes to, like, levels. Specifically custom levels. And I find that, like, medium-sized rooms are the best rooms to play in. As opposed to, like, you know, small rooms or large rooms. Like, something I really hate about 8-3 is, what's it called? The space area. When that one song plays. Event Horizon. Yeah, I hate the space area so much because it's such a huge area, but it makes use of so little of the space, and the movement is extremely frustrating. It's like the worst of both worlds. You know what I mean? Hello, Tony the Lapper. What do you think is the best time to use a Death Star and drench the arena in oil? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. One way that a lot of people have been doing is, like, they fire oil up as they're doing their Death Star. It's kind of complicated. It's hard to do. I haven't mastered it personally, but I've seen people do this. Where, like... Hold on. Yeah, they'll do one of these. And then, like... the oil will fall down after they finish their Death Star. So yeah, that's generally how, like, people will do that. I mean, you could also just finish your Death Star and then like shoot out oil after you're done. It's not really that big a deal to not have oil in the air. It's just kind of convenient if you do. I personally don't like Death Stars though, because being like above the arena so high can give you a lot of trouble, especially if like Mind Flayers or Power show up where you want to be in like a nice cramped area to get like a group damage on those enemies. Hello, Pizza Man. I've been here for 2 seconds. Am I number 1? Yeah, I don't know how the YouTube thing works. I couldn't tell you. Thanos Tama fan, hello. You. Great grandparent Ender. Oh, Yunion. Yeah, there's a couple things that 3 does as I was coaching them that I don't do. Like, for instance, they use the Sawdon, and like I'm very bad with this weapon. Getting like, I think at one point during the session they hit like a quintuple T boost with this weapon. So they did, how much damage is that? That's like about 17.5 damage, and then plus the chainsaw 4.5. It's 22 damage with this weapon alone. It's crazy. No, not a quintuple, not a quadruple. It's a lot, yeah. And they also use the core hammer, and you still use ADA despite conduction being bad. Did you see Denta's new speedrun? I don't really watch speedrunning. It's so inconsistent. Yeah, you can say that, but still, I want to give you praise. After all, you are a YouTube member, and you know your status forebodes everyone else's. Conduction is still good. It does 2 damage, dog. Beat the game in 11 minutes. Well, congratulations to him. Personally, I don't really like speedrunning. I think that speedrunning, like, it's cool for the spectacle's sake, but at least from my perspective, it's cool for spectacle's sake. But I don't find it very fun. The most fun part of this game is the challenge and the flow state, I think. Getting into a flow state while also being challenged, having those 2 things balanced, is like one of the best parts of this game, without a shadow of a doubt. That's why I love custom levels so much, because getting to explore that and all sorts of different people's interpretations of how to get there is really fun. Hello, Fig Leaf Bicarbonate. It's an interesting name. It's right below the stream. What, the speedrun? Oh, conduction, yeah. Conduction wasn't nerfed, it's just bugged. God damn it, I changed my loadout again. Hold on. Let me fix that. No, it's like that. Basically what happened is magnets and stuff and coins, they still conduct electricity. Can I click on you, please? Okay. Thank you. But, yeah, they now deal, like, a total of, like, 2 damage. Like, no matter how many nails I dump into this guy, it just does 2 damage. This happened, 17D. So, conduction is, like, really, like, it's not dead. Like, it's still, like, you know, AoE. And, you know, that scale's really high on the Cybergrind and all. But, you know, you can understand, why people would be upset. Extra game. Hectech actually in the Discord post where this was brought up, Hectech said that they might just rework conduction from the ground up. Someone else joked like they gave a YouTube title like Hectech is gonna remove the jumpstart from the game, and then she was like I will fucking blow my head smooth off, and I was like I might use that thumbnail or that title, and she sent a gif of a cat killing someone. I actually had a dream last night that Bronco did CG win bingo, and it ridiculously high quality, and it had... Okay. Yeah, okay, ooped. I hear you, bruh. I know what you're saying, dog. So, here's the thing. I want to do some Cybergrind review stuff, and we have a choice. Yeah, you were there, Equinox. Yeah, you saw it. But we have a choice between Cybergrind Sin Bingo or Cybergrind Win Bingo, okay? We have a huge choice to make here. Type 1 if you want win, and type 2 if you want sin for bingo. Because they're two completely different boards. So 1 for win and 2 for sin. Guys, we're so hilarious. 3 and 4. Oh my god, look at us. Special. Alright, I mean, it seems like predominantly choose to watch the 2, but otherwise 1. Okay, fine, 2. See, because the difficult decision is, if we're going to do blackout bingo, right? The thing about blackout bingo is that we need to stick to one card. If we move over to the other card, then the blackout bingo is completely null and void. So that's the decision we need to make. We will do Cybergrind win bingo for the stream. We haven't done it. We're going to try it out. I don't know, like, what I'm supposed to expect. Also, the card is somewhere over here. I do have thing here. Yeah, here's win. Cybergrind win bingo. Let me know what you guys think of the card. I'm going to just put it up right now. Cybergrind win bingo. This is the first time we're ever doing this, so this is exciting. Paste in a list of words. I guess ready. All right, I'm posting the card in Cybergrind bingo. If you're new here, join the Discord through the link in the description, and you can get the opportunity to play Cybergrind bingo with us. We play Cybergrind bingo as we review other people's gameplay. We're specifically going to be reviewing some of the top players. CG world record? Do you have the world record right now? Oh shit. Just got it yesterday? Well, should we do this one or should we do something more low-key and then do this one? That's the question. QTC is fucked. True. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's do oops first. And then we'll do... Okay, here's the tricky part. Should we do ooped first, then Pizza Man's lesser run, and then Pizza Man's world record run? Should that just be the 3 that we do for today? What do we think? Ooped, then Pizza? Absolutely, we're starting with ooped, for sure. We'll save the best for last. I don't know, VK just want to play the game again. Awesome, no mic, no mods, not like to be anonymous. Well, you're ooped, so, you know, obviously, anonymity is kind of out of the question currently. As you can see, Equinox, I have a bunch of Eugenics tabs open because I love the music so much. Do we have copyrighted music in this OOP? Do you know? Or is this your non-copyright playlist? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're not about to find out. We told Ultrakill Discord it's about some bullshit about it not being legit since he started 100. True. They kind of would do that, all things considered. It's just NDL on loop? Awesome. I love that song. I will happily play this. Alright. Everyone make sure you have your cards. I'll wait just a little bit before we start. Everyone get your cards ready. It is in the Cybergrind Bingo channel. So acquire your cards. Thanks for reviewing my CG run last week. Awesome. Congrats. If you'd like to join us on Cybergrind Bingo, you absolutely can. It's going to be win bingo this time, completely different. We're going to be looking for really good plays. Yeah, isn't like the quote-unquote legal starting round like 65 currently? Because that's before the wall. Just for like top Cybergrind players, I'm curious. It's 65, right? That's what like the legal starting time is, or wave. Brocklight server better? Yes. Well, I did get to 100 on my own, so 50 would technically be my my PB. So I could start on 50, but I'd prefer to start on 65 just because 50 is so boring. I think 65 is a really good place to start. Legal, yeah. It's not like, you know, legal, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna assume everyone has gotten their cards, and I think I have a card. Believe I do. All right, I've just generated my card. All right, some of these might be subject to change. This is the first iteration of this, so yeah, get excited. Should I move my little guy over to the other side because he's in the way? Actually, wait, why can I just move these tabs? Swap tab positions. Yeah, yeah, that's fine, right? You guys, I can like still scroll up here, and you guys can see the thing. Dumbfound's Brocolite. Yeah, that's basically if someone does something that like completely like blows my mind. That's more of like a biased one, like it's just based on my reaction. Ooh, that is a really good thing. Wait, okay, so I gotta remember which one these are. There is Banger Cybergrind playlist. Okay, it depends. It completely depends. Because I prefer the shopping theme more, but if it's just the shopping theme or if it's both themes, I will select that. I will say Banger playlist. But if it's just the first version, then I won't. Because I don't like the first version as much. Off meta loadout is like more than one bad weapon. Like, you know, like if someone just runs like, you know, I would say nowadays the slab marksman is actually off meta. Now that like, you know, powers and mind flayers are so strong, like, or like, you know, they're so prevalent, like the alt marksman has kind of fallen out of favor. The default marksman is now definitely the better choice. Like the only thing it's better at clearing out is like, I would say providences, but also just double hammer boost because this game fucking sucks. So, you know. Hello, Omer C. Hadgel. I tried. Rail coining isn't an off-meta weapon or loadout or anything like that, but that would be, I would consider, like, low-tier tech value. And not as in it's bad, but as in it's a lot of effort for, like, you know, a pretty decent outcome. You know what I mean? Like, and also, we also have, what is it, like, an elaborate coin combo in here somewhere. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. We'll figure it out. But yeah, let's see what this. Oops. Let's see what this playlist looks like. Let's go. This is the first version. Screwdriver. Oof. Jeez, your FOV is so small. Okay, that's pump charge shotgun. This is pretty standard gameplay so far. Oh my, wow. You hate to see it. Wow, and to think that this run could have been so over from the very beginning. Okay, so first of all, I am gonna mark off, where is it? So they do have blood on, if I'm correct. Yeah, they do have blood, so we're not gonna mark that one. I might say 180 table turner, because like, holy shit, there were so many points where you were low. Wait, is there another spot for that though? Survives low density. Survives low density is on here for sure. Should we talk about bots? What are you talking about? Just NDL on loop? Alright, I'm not putting banger playlist then. Off-meta loadout, I'll put off-meta loadout on here as well. So if you have survives low density, and off meta loadout. Make sure you put those on. Off meta loadout. Oh god, I don't recognize any of these. I don't think I have it. And then survives low density. Do I not have that either? Damn, I don't. FML. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Fanride the musical robot. Man, I love the scene when Gabriel Ultrakill starts Ultrakill. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that. A lot of people feel that kind of ruins their flow. A dev can that can be used for ways a bunch of social shit. What was the question? Why do we hate pauses in CG? Yeah, it can like ruin a flow state. It's definitely like what would you say? Like I forget the word. It's taboo. It's just like taboo. I don't think I'm gonna mark. Oh, I think I just deleted. Oh well, I'll just have to remake the card. I deleted the whole card from my tab. Yeah, let me also delete some other things. Yeah, I don't think. Let me watch that over again. Because I wouldn't say that it's, you know, so much a 180 table turner. Maybe right here, maybe. But, I mean, that was just kind of like the only play, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll save that for a more hype moment. But let's just keep watching from here. So we have 2 spaces marked so far. Dude, what is your FOV? It is so small. We could see 0 pause. Oh, okay. we got a pause. Goodbye, Michael Ayson. Okay. Chargeback question mark? Yeah, I'm not super impressed with the rail cannon plays so far. Okay, big nuke. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of like backblast control and just like playing really passively, I would say. You don't seem like a very aggressive player, Oopt. I think it's like the first time like first, second, like I've seen clips of you play. Yeah, you're a very passive player. Nice chargeback though. Do we have a chargeback slot? I forget. Fat chargeback? I wouldn't say it's a fat chargeback. It's a chargeback, but not a fat one. Maybe hits the clip. Car alarm? I don't hear anything. You run default FOV, Oops? You're a gross player. And not in a good way. You like the SRS. It's interesting. I don't use the SRS cannonball nearly as much as you do. Oh, you're running Oversaw. Yeah, definitely an off-meta loadout here. Wait, so are you running you're running AAD, right? Running AAD, running ADA on revolvers, and then you're also running ADA on hammers or shotguns. It wasn't fat enough, no. The chargeback was not fat enough. Yeah, so far though, pretty typical stuff. Especially on the top level. Failed Sarp coin. ADA, AAD, yeah. I would definitely say that's off meta. Meta is like running one of the other two shotguns, and then like a bunch of hammers. I feel like no one's running the slab sharpshooter anymore. I don't know, I gotta see you get value from it though if I'm gonna claim that low tier tech thing. Because I don't see a purpose in running it. Unless to like, you know, one shot of Providence. I gotta see one shot of Providence. Now you played that map correctly. Alright, let's try to get some uncommons or low density wave here. Nothing. Oh my god. You're serious? How many of this? Is this like 5 waves in a row with no uncommons or specials? I get the specials, but like, come on, man. Ah. Biff's the clip. Biff's the clip 2x. Okay. I use Sarp coins so much. Yeah, I also use Sarp coins quite a lot. Especially on Gutterman. When I want to, like, get away from a Gutterman, just like a quick Sarp coin over his head. Easy 15 damage, you got to get a kill for that explosion. Very, very nice. Yeah, I doubt we're going to be seeing any impressive conduction this game, just because of the loadout. Okay. It's cute. What do we say, hits the clip on that? I feel like hits the clip might be a bit viable here. That is kind of clean. We'll say hits the clip. Fuck it. Hits the clip. Where is that? It's the clip. All right. Do I have that? Sorry, I'm lost. This is so new. It's like my brain is adjusting. I do have hits the clip. Perfect. Control F. Oh yeah, I could do that. That's right. How do I do that? You go for chargebacks often, Ooped? Okay. See, why do we have blood on? Why? What's the big idea? Like, you had no idea what was going on there that entire time. You just spammed Knuckle Blaster. Interesting choice. What the? What did you parry? Spear? Yeah, you parried the spear. Okay. Is that it? That's the power kill right there. All right, we got one. Where is that? Powerfall? If you have Powerfall on your card, mark that down. All right, let me try doing this now. Oops. I do have it. Thank you kindly. I will now use that from now on, because that is very convenient. So if you have Powerful, mark that down. Dumbfound's Brocklight? No, I mean, I just had to check. I mean, you know, there was only one parryable there. Hey, Mama. Sorry, my mom was speaking to me. Rocco, mom. Ooh, are we gonna see some iframe abuse here? Could be argued. What I'm trying to say with the iframe abuse, it's like playing in this fire with all these Maurices and everything around. You avoid a lot of damage because he's taking ticks from the fire. He didn't take many ticks, so I just don't know. Yeah, I won't count it. Close though, we were close to that. Okay, some Slurp coin stuff. Do we count that as an elaborate coin combo? It was just one coin. We'll hold off on it for now. Yeah, it was an easy Slurp coin. The hard damage was fire, yeah. That might have been right rail cannon, right time. Ah, nah. Or, no, I mean nuke. It wasn't. Definitely up in the air. Missed a lot of enemies. Oh, okay. Interesting. Amazing. The one true counter to Radprovs. There you go. Oh, you hit your rocket? Are you serious? It might be the best rail cannon right now. Literally, yeah, oh my god. Look at the screwdriver value, dude. Okay, dude, we gotta talk about that screwdriver value. First of all, where do I have that? Right rail cannon, right time. Absolutely. That was the best play right there. Do I have that? I do. Thank you for telling me about that thing, by the way. Yeah, but look at this. Just pay attention to his style this entire time after he uses the screwdriver. Gets hit, goes down, gets hit, goes down, goes back up, gets hit, goes down, goes back up. And all the while, all he's doing, he's attacking this one Gutterman the whole time. And like maybe getting some extra damage on the inserts. And that screwdriver has kept him up in the S ranks at Ultrakill. Yeah, now he needs to disengage because it's not there anymore, the screwdriver. Yeah, that was like genuinely the best play. Hold on, did he die? Was it a double parry? No, he did an overpump. He just did an overpump, right? And also happened to get the parry. That's pretty cool. Hold on, do we have anything that does anything with that? Like any... Because that was just cool. Elaborate special kill? We'll make that elaborate special kill, because that was pretty elaborate. The overpump to hit the arm to get the burn, and then also get the fist on, the fist damage. That was pretty cool. So we'll count that. And I will also say balanced aggro passiveness. The way that Oop decided to disengage the moment the screwdriver wasn't giving me any more value was definitely a very important play. So I'm also going to give him that. Where do I have those? What was the one I just gave? Elaborate. I do have that. Awesome sauce. Has been perma-burning. I would do that, but I haven't seen any, like, you know... Let's go back. Let's rewatch the wave. Maybe. I won't say no. Not so far, but I haven't paid super attention to this wave just because I was watching the screwdriver value. Ooh, the fire starter. Yeah, I mean, that one insert is kind of getting away with murder. He hasn't been burned yet. I will say no. Because the insert only got burned, like, right now. It's the first time he's getting burned. Yeah, that was pretty sexy, though. Hello, Wally. Video bitrate go burr. I apologize. Alright, so wait, let me go back. What was the hideous mass deal here? I don't even know if the stalker died there. Oof. Jeez. Wow, okay, the hideous mask killed himself somehow? Probably Maurice. Oof. Yeah, I won't say the hideous mask insta-kill one for this. Close, close. There you go. I forgot my gameplay is unpolished as fuck. Hey, I mean, you get it done, though. You're careful. You're very careful. You don't play very aggressively. That was a pretty good nuke, but still a little bit too early. A lot of enemies were not hit by that nuke. Yeah, I just can't see what's going on. I just can't. Crazy Death Star? Yeah. I don't think Oops is gonna do a Death Star, though, unfortunately. Not a Death Star gamer. Yeah. Very unpolished gameplay. Oops is no Death Star in Tori. This is correct. People might say that the mistake that this is my gameplay, so I might put up the Cybergrind review thing in a sec. After this wave, I'll do that. You like to use the Malrail Raw. It's interesting. If there was ever a song to play like solo, You can definitely be one of the best ones. All right, real quick. Before we continue, I want to put this up just so people know I'm doing Cybergrind review and I'm not playing the game currently because I don't want people to compliment me and confuse the gameplay for oops. Oops. Yep. There you go. What spaces do we have marked? We'll look whenever we mark our next space. Oh, just tried to whiplash a death catcher. Awesome. Ha. Okay. I like the movement. Big conduction. Well, would be. Dude, just keep pumping it. Like, you know that stream watchers can't read. This is so true. There's no eye bending FOV. That's also true. Did not know you streamed Peak for real? Hell yeah. Yeah, I try to stream every Saturday currently. I don't have a set schedule, but so far I've been doing it pretty much every Saturday and or Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep up this general schedule. Dude. The drone? Are you serious, dude? R2C for the drone. Okay, you just attached the jumpstart cord 3 times. Hey, you're trying to go for a nuke. Oh. Do we have pimple popping? Because that was almost pimple popping. I don't think we do. I mean, friendly fire pinatas. No. Yeah, we don't. Big sad. Oh well. I mean, I wouldn't even call it because it happened 2 times back to back instead of 1 whole time. It's kind of sad, but meal ready. Do you have any advice for a dumbass who plays a game with controller? Hell no. You know what my advice is? Stop playing the game with controller. There's a stalker. You're trying to find him? I doubt he died. I think he just fell like went to the sky. Yep, there he is. Oh my god. Okay. Get that style up with that play. Jesus Christ. Is one of these games we're playing out of controller's Death Wish? It really is. It's just too fast. I'm kind of flipping my entire playstyle on its head to make me more similar to the tech you use. Do you have any tips for adjusting accordingly to entirely overhauling how I play? One at a time. You just gotta master one thing after the next, really. Some things help to start with over others. Like if you want to get like a... Oh my god. Just the knuckle blaster spam. It works. It's so stupid. I say this over and over again. On these low density waves, you could literally beat half of them by just spamming Knuckle Blaster, because it gets the kills. Plus, I've rebounded a ton of stuff like Blue Weapon Hockey as well as the green one. I've separate Knuckle Blaster bind. Criminally low use of Fire Starter? I agree. Alright, we've got a special wave. Oh, I missed the screwdriver. No. I honestly probably didn't anticipate that it would be a rad power. Oh. Wait, something got more reached. Oh, it's probably just a swords machine. What did the power die to? Oh, gas? Power died to the gas? Wait, I think it was a power? Yeah. That's what that was? Was them getting Maurice? Huh. Okay, yeah. Maurice is special. Awesome sauce. At least as far as we could deduce. Plus Maurice. I have that. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get this because you don't Death Star. Yeah, I just need to make sure about the Mirror Reaper friendly fire thing. Yeah, let's just see. Because I don't know for sure. But I think it's true. A lot of gas right there. Right about here is when the gas gets deployed. And it's right here as well. Is that the power right there? I can't see where it died is all. It sounds like it's dying behind. No, yeah, I think it died at the gas, yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. Mirror Reaper gas friendly fire. It only works on powers. Powers don't take damage from any friendly fire aside from like Maurice's or Gutterman, specifically when they fall and die. Or gas. So yeah, if you have MR gas friendly fire, which I don't have, mark that down. Mind of the Traffic. Mind of the Traffic is when you specifically put a lot of stuff in the way of where a lot of enemies are going to walk for a lot of style. Oopt has not really been doing that, not really been using the fire starter. So, you know, it's just kind of been deploying saws like at the beginning of a wave and calling it there. It's more of a macro thing than like a specific instance. Oh dear. Yeah, like here, that is not mining the traffic at all. Just think of it this way. Putting the souls here is kind of useless because most of the enemies are going to be coming from up here or up here. Very few enemies are going to be walking through this middle section. So if he's going to play over here, which I'm assuming he's going to do because it's the correct play, or like around these edges, these saws are going to get very minimal value, and that wouldn't be mining the traffic. So, but that's, I think that saw, if that that virtue just tied to the Maurice. Okay. Yeah, you see how like there were very few enemies in the center, and they were all on the edges. Like that's not mining the traffic. You know what I mean? The bad habit I developed 2 years ago. Need one more for bingo? Yeah, I also need one more for bingo. We're not going to see a Death Star, I'm afraid. Oof. This might be... Yep. This... Okay, that is 100%. Let me just watch his health for a sec. Look at his health during this whole time. He's taking like 10 ticks. Yep, and it's just preventing him from taking so much damage. Yeah. Okay, that right there is iframe abuse for sure. Iframe abuse. And then I think I also might give there's another, but I forget. Successful face tank. Also going to give successful face tank because he just sat in the middle for as long as possible. So if you have successful face tank and iframe abuse, mark those down. I do have that. Successful face tank. Wow, my card looks so stupid right now. Trying to play good macro. I need a bingo. My God, can't see anything. No pinatas, no fat chargebacks yet. Fat chargeback is if like you hit a chargeback and it hits a really like strong enemy that needs to die or something, or like a gutterman that causes a chain reaction, you know, something like that. Midnight tunnel vision. He ignores the stalker. Interesting. I mean, I guess the stalker kind of died on its own. Charge back on the schism. No, there's no slot for wind state use. Well, banning multiple chargebacks with the same coin via sentry chargebacks? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't count it. Yeah, I was about to say, this would be Mind the Traffic if he put some Firestarter oil down, but... yeah. He's just got a very, like, active playstyle on these low-density waves. Very much about, like, generalist shoot, like, just using a lot of cooldowns as many times as possible. Oof, definitely way too early of a nuke. Let me quickly check something. Just want to see the friendly fire from Maurice's. Ah, didn't get any. Very nice Firestarter oil. Yeah, but those guttermen killed each other. I mean, the thing is, it's like, you know, whenever Oop tries to go for the chargeback at the very end of a wave, it doesn't really land usually. At least on the first try. Oh my God, very big burn. That oversaw was very good. You know what? I'm gonna give low tier weapon value because I could definitely hear that Oversaw dealing a lot of damage to that insert. There's low tier weapon value because the Oversaw is like pretty much the best counter to like when you're gathering a bunch of inserts together. Do I have that? I do. Hold on, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. Never mind, they're from Canada. I will not be accepting that call. The phone. Alright, where are we? Yeah. Alright. I think we're good to move on. Yeah. But yeah, let me just go back to the beginning of this. I want to see if I can count perma-burning inserts. Inserts burning. What about the Mirror Reaper? Because Mirror Reaper's also on this wave. Oh, it doesn't show up yet. Yeah, now it does. Ooh, that might be perma-burning. Yeah, they're both burning right now. That's when the insert dies. Reaper's still burning. Still burning. Yep, we're gonna do perma-burning Mirror Reaper. Mirror Reaper and insert. Which I do have, I believe. Yep, right here. Wow, what is this stupid-ass shape that my bingo's doing, dude? Yeah, so if you guys have what's it called? Perma-burning inserts and meepers, make sure you mark that down. Hook. Mine's in the same spot. Yeah, this is almost looking like a really strange shape. Literally, yeah, it's built like a limbo puzzle. Hook. Yeah, it does kind of look like a hook. Are they dumbfounded? Yeah, we'll see. What? What is that? What is this? What is this? I don't even know. Should I count that as Dumb Sounds Brocolite? It's nothing that Oopt is doing, so I don't know if it counts. It probably doesn't. But this, like, what is that? What is the... Is that like a drone? Or something falling off the map? No. Yeah, I don't think so. That something happened over there. I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's a rad meeper. God. There you go. Yeah, priorities right there. You needed to get rid of the Death Catcher before dealing with the Meeper, but now it's just a Meeper and he's just gonna spam double hammer boost probably. Or not. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Oof. Yes, they can be radiant. Oh. Hold on. How many more races were there? I can't fucking tell, but it didn't seem like we had a lot of friendly fire. So I was gonna say friendly fire pinatas, but yeah, no, not a lot of them died from it. Let me go back. I want to see if that was right nuke. Nuke right time, right place. Not sure. Honestly, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because he did kind of jump really high to where like the inner radius wasn't really on top of a lot of enemies, but I can't be sure. Saw a bunch of friendly fire on the style board. I don't know. I mean, there was, but it wasn't all back to back. You know what I mean? Like, pinatas is like, you know, you see like fucking 12 friendly fire bonuses pop up on the side. I think you should give me a bingo, man. Shut your bitch ass up. That wouldn't count it? Yeah, not me. But you're getting close. We might see it before the end of this. Oh. Yep, that was it. That was it right there. Pay attention to the stubby. Look how many times it says friendly fire. Oh my god. Yep, that right there is pinatas. We didn't get to see it because of all the blood, but that right there is 100% pinatas. Where is it? Friendly fire pinatas. If you have friendly fire pinatas, mark it down. I do not have it. I'm expecting someone to say bingo, so I'm watching chat before I continue. You really don't have a bingo yet? Damn, that's crazy that we don't have a bingo yet. Timely stamina refueling? It's like if you are like being chased down by like powers or mind flayers, and you specifically need like iframes or whatever, like dashes and stuff, like you depend on like a Maurice or a Gutterman or something like that to give you that stuff. I haven't seen that really happen yet. At this stage in the Cybergrind, it's very hard to see that happen because so many common enemies can show up as opposed to specials. But yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind. Oh Jesus. Yeah, like right there, that might have been a decent time if he was at low health, but no. Mind of the traffic is when you deploy a lot of like setup, and then you try to kite enemies around that area. Please shock the audience. I need a bingo. I think quite a few people are one spot away from bingo. It's very dramatic. Oh Jesus. Yeah, like see here, it barely even matters what he does with his stamina for the stamina refuel to be timely, because he's not under pressure, you know what I mean? I am not in control. This is the flow state, yeah. Oh? Okay, alright. Needless aura farming. We'll give you that. Needless aura farming. For no reason. Honestly, I'm saying it specifically because fuck rad schisms, first of all. And that rad schism just gets obliterated. So, I'm gonna say needless aura farming right there. Do I have needless aura farming? I do. God, this is the most useless board ever. Do we have a bingo yet? I wouldn't say so, no. Not expert corral. Nothing ever happens, ass board. Dude, this is fucking intense. Oops, you have a lot of people by the balls right now. Very nice. It's just it's so many things just got pancaked. But I mean, again, they're all commons, so it doesn't really matter that much. But simultaneously shit, not shit gameplay. Oh my god, scared the shit out of me right there. Hitting that lip of the fucking stairs is terrifying. Nice. Oh. Nice. Yeah, fuck those rad schisms in particular. Very nice. Ooh! Wait, you might get Uncommon Slayer here. Yes! That's Uncommon Slayer right there. Holy shit, that was nice. Oh, wow. Okay, Uncommon Slayer, if you have that, mark that down. Oh my god! You're not gonna do a good combo, no! I'm doomed to lose! There's no way! You never Death Star, you never do coin combos. I'm so fucked. Oh my god. I'm genuinely, I'm so bald right now. I just need Stalker Pesticide for a bingo. Blessing my bingo card. Dude. No one has a bingo yet? This is insane. This is the most, like, first of all, we have 44 people in the stream. Second of all, no one has a bingo yet. That's absolutely insane. I have 5 bingos set up? This is so stupid. Oh my god. I can't even tell what's going on. I just know that he's spamming Knuckle Blaster and explosions so that things deflect. Jesus, dude. Hold on, that might be Expert Corral. Let me just go back real quick because of the way he put Firestarter oil over here. Try to use it. Yeah, I'm gonna give that Expert Corral. Because that right there, using that Firestarter oil with all the explosions was very, very, very important. Expert Corral. Do I have it? I do not, dude. My bingo board actually sucks. Okay, if you have Expert Corral, make sure you mark that down. I'm watching. No one has said bingo yet. Not a single person has said bingo yet. This is crazy. This is actually a generational bingo run. We have 40 people in the stream. At least half of the people here have to have a bingo board. Like, this is nuts. Yeah, oops, damn you, actually. Oh my god. Your run is so cursed. The mailman is doomed. That's funny. Dana, you have a bingo? Are you sure? This is what I want to say. Dude, fuck you. Actually, fuck you. And oops, you are rage baiting so many people. Your past self is rage baiting so many people, I mean to say. You aren't doing anything. No, not yet. We don't have that. So far, most of the time, Oop has either been really high in the air when he nukes, or he has been like nuking really early into the Cybergrind wave, so not enough enemies spawn in to get value. He's gonna nuke early again. Nope, he's waiting. Wait. Oh, he used E-Rail, never mind. So close. Oh, wow. Dude, no one has a bingo yet. I'm actually so shocked. It was common waves. They're fun. Oh, low density wave. Screwdriver is perfect though. Screwdriver is so clutch. He's just staying on Ultrakill style here. As long as he stays close to the stage, he should be good. No, no, I knew it, man. Ah. So sad. We take away Oops mod status? No, not yet. We're gonna still watch the next one, and you guys can keep all your bingo boards, okay? We're gonna watch the next one. But wow, Oops, that was still a great run. I mean, you died in a very, conventionally silly way that everyone dies to at one point in the high Cybergrind, which sucks. Yeah, you just kept getting pushed off. Just exactly what you didn't need.
Olaf, do not.
Alright, yeah. Everyone keep your bingo boards. I'm going to pull up Pizza Man's next. That was still a great run, though. Congratulations, Oops. I think was that your PB? Because that was a great run. Win submission. Wow, we have multiple win submissions. Alright. Pizza Man time. Now here's the question. Do we watch the old one or the new one? I want to know what Pizza Man thinks. No actual game audio? So, what do you think? Should I react to this one? The PB one? Yeah, this is Cybergrind win bingo. If there's anyone who wants to join the bingo right now, I would suggest waiting till we finish our current bingo. Who am I talking with? I'm talking with YouTube chat. Have to be for copyright? I could do that. Audio cues are kind of important for sussing out a bunch of stuff. Wait, what about the old one? Is the old one copyright free? Oh, I thought you were crazy. No, I think on the stream you can see the top chat. Because if the old one doesn't have copyright, then I'd rather watch that. By the long name, hello. I do review lower waves. We're just currently doing Cybergrind win bingo for today. Schizoid Bronco, yeah. Twitch chat is thinking that I'm just talking to no one. It's not showing the YouTube one? Are you sure? Is it not showing YouTube chat? Is YouTube chat showing or no? Everyone. Hold on, sorry, I just collapsed the chat. How do I pull it back up? Hold up, technical difficulties. Reload the page, maybe? Okay, chat's back. So this old one, I'll do the old one then. All right, make sure everyone keep your bingo cards. Sorry for the delay. All right, let's get ready. It looks like, yeah, it just looks like one chat. That's only Twitch. Dog, no. All right, here's FOV that I'm used to. All right, let's see this. Got Fups. Charge back. I got charge back. Is this Risk of Rain music? I love Risk of Rain. Hit stop nuke, very cool. Alright, this was a low density wave, so obviously you have no pressure to perform. It's all copyrighted. Turn it off. Is the other one? Okay, okay. You sure? This one's fine? I believe you. Oh my god. Alright, evil wave. I didn't get the one shot on that virtue. Nuke, definitely not my choice there. Not my first choice, because all those flying enemies just got knocked away from the nuke. It's going to be really hard to pick them off. But hey, that friendly fire is helping you out. Very nice cannonball. That would be face tank. Wow. Okay. He did not survive. What is this? Are you running, so running ADA? I can't tell what your revolvers are, though. I think you're running Slarp. Ooh! Okay, we got an advanced railcoin combo. Hold up. Go to coin combo. If you have a go to coin combo. Bingo! Yes! Yes! I got bingo! Scam? Fuck you! This doesn't count as a banger CG playlist? Well, we only heard one song, all things considered, so we can't say banger CG playlist, but perhaps if the next songs are, then the next win bingo, we will. Rigged? No one else got bingo? I'm surprised he didn't share a bingo with someone. I'm surprised. I'm never trying for the streamer again. This isn't my first ever bingo. No one. I genuinely I thought that someone would share a bingo with me, so I could be like, "Oh, two of us got bingo." But it just looks like I'm scamming you all right now. Yeah, we're doing blackout, guys. For the record, you can keep this bingo card, if you want to play blackout bingo. Or no, I guess only winners are allowed to do that. Oh yeah, that was a rule before. No, you can't keep your card. You have to reset. But since we're starting with a new person, we're probably going to get a lot more of these again, so this should go a lot faster. And someone's probably going to get a bingo way sooner. I think we just hit a really bad luck streak. All right? So I'm going to screenshot my bingo card and send it, because this is crazy. The type of shit we've been on. Stalker pesticide, no. Only I'm doing blackout. Only the winners get to do blackout. Just because we want the blackout roll to be very, very rare. Do I even have Cybergrind win bingo as a roll? What? Why are only 3 showing up? Oh, because I don't have those. I don't think we have Cybergrind win bingo as a roll yet. We'll add one. First gen Cybergrind win bingo winner. All right, and we'll do these ones as red since the other ones are light green, opposite of the color wheel type shit. Perfecto. Sorry, gays? Okay, dude. Hold on. Let me get this roll on me. Flexing my my huge list of rolls. Nail Brocco to a cross. It might, yeah, I was thinking about that. I might just change the color of the Brock Convict then. Where is that one? Here it is. Making Brock Convict black. I don't even care. Evil roll. Evil darkness. I can't fucking see it. Yeah, well, it's evil. It's supposed to be evil. All right. Without further delay, everyone make sure you get a new card. Let me pin this card real quick. I think this is the link, right? Yeah, this is the link. I'm gonna pin this. You guys get a new card. I'm gonna be playing Blackout from here. And yeah, we're just gonna continue straight from Pizza Man and straight to the end of this run. That's what we're doing. All right, bro. Why did you ping me, bruh? Dude. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So want to stream? I'll allow it. I'll allow it because my rule is you can ping me if I'm in an active conversation, but no, don't ping me again. No one ping me again. All right, let's continue. Let's lock back in. Everyone, make sure you have your card. I'm going to give you guys like a good 2 minutes to get your card so that everyone has it. If you guys are new to the stream, join through the Discord at the link in the description, and you can go to the Cybergrind Bingo channel to get your card. It is in the pinned message, and we're going to be playing Bingo. All right, bro. I will ban your ass. Do not. I will ban you. I'm serious. Do that one more time, I will ban you. Do not make a habit out of that. Son of a bitch. No, I saw it. Hello, Wolf and Claris. Koyo Rizcoat? I tried. We are reviewing Cybergrind, yes. By the way, Rocco, what is no pings? Is it adding you? Yeah, adding me and also replies. Can I ban him? You know what? I won't do it. If he so much as pings me one more time, you get to ban him. Oop, it's up to you. Chi here? Hello, Chi. Hello, Ukul Jamini. We are doing a Cybergrind review right now. I'm reviewing people's Cybergrind gameplay. We're also playing Cybergrind Bingo, if you're interested. If you come over to YouTube, there's a Discord link that you can join through, and you can get a bingo card yourself and play along, if you're interested. Ball delight. Yeah, this is probably an alt account. Is this... This is... What's their name? I feel like this is your local punk goth. Oh, Bronco chat doesn't work? Alright. I'm assuming everyone's gotten their cards now. So I will be going. Alright. We're continuing the run. Let's lock in here. I like the setup. Hold on, I need to see this saw loadout. It looks like Oversaw. Pizza Man, can you tell me what your loadout is? AAD. Okay. So, definitely not off-meta loadout. That is a pretty meta loadout, I would say. There are some low-tier weapons in there, though, still, so... Could still get low-tier weapon loadout, or, tech value. This song is so great. Cute little nuke. Go to Tank Punch to mark that on your Cybergrind Sin bingo. Does it like, does he die again or something? Yeah, no, we're playing bingo. Alright, I was not watching. Hold on. I want to see this hideous mask thing. Perfect. So that's a quick kill. We might get a hideous mask wipe here. Very nice nukes. Definitely not a good map for nukes, unfortunately. Ooh. I'm hesitant to count this as a wipe. Yeah, I'm not counting it as a wipe. Unfortunate. I'm gonna go chat, play the next win. Awesome. Well, it's good to have you. Thanks for playing and showing your game and also rage baiting like the whole chat. Another one you want me to watch? Okay, yeah, I'll definitely consider watching that too. As long as it's on the same patch, I'll do it. Let me quickly judge that nuke. Because you did have quite a lot of enemies over here, including the Mind Flare. That was pretty good. Oof. Honestly, I'm considering saying yes, that would be right nuke, right place. Whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, well, it's just something a little bit juicy. I'm expecting better juice. Also, this is my first time hearing this song, so I'll be the judge of that. This is for me to judge, not for the chat, remember. Does anyone know what this is from, if anything? Gotta love rad props. Jesus, dude. Just such an amazingly designed enemy. Yeah, I could definitely hear the Ultrakill in this. No, we didn't. We were close, but we almost did. Hello, Uthmik. Yeah, I'm not quite impressed with this song, personally. Tell you what, if the next song is something I like, then I'll do a banger CG playlist. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna say, ooh. Let me rewatch this. I'm thinking about giving this passive aggressive. Aggressive slash passive. You know what I'm trying to say. Very nice parry. Was that a nuke? It was. That was a beautiful nuke. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely giving that. Hold on, where is it? Great nuke time and place, yeah. Let me clear this up real quick. I will also probably say balanced aggro passiveness. What else did I put on here? Totally forget. What did I put on here? I forget. Blood screen shake off? Yeah, that's true. Blood screen shake is off, so mark that down in your card. I have that. Okay, we're only gonna find out if there's 0 pauses after this run ends. Oof, this is not looking good. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get this. What else did we have? Sorry, let me just quickly check this out. Goated coin combo? No, wait, not yet. Not in this card yet. I forget. What else did we do? No, yeah, no off-meta loadout. Right rail cannon, right time. Yeah, right rail cannon, right time. We'll do that. I think that's it so far. So far we have balanced aggro with passiveness, blood and screen shake off, great nuke time and place, right rail cannon, right time, and survives low density. That's what we have so far. What's your opinion on the saw shotgun over saw hammer? Shouldn't triple poos? Kinda. The thing is like, the way that you use the saw hammer, you can use it for yellow hits and stuff like that, but people primarily use it for red hits. And red hits can be really good, like setting off enemy and rage and other stuff like that. And P-boosts are still a projectile. And also with hammers, you get back blasts, right? Multi P-boosts aren't super good against enemies like, powers, providences. They're pretty good against insers, meepers, mind flayers to some degree. Ferryman and like just any other fodder enemy really, but yeah, it's kind of like a matchup thing. Oh, hello, Shy Guy Mask. Hello. Oh my god. Craziest thing about Jackhammer is that they're still some of the best weapons in the game for low level players like myself. I mean, I think both are now really good for lower level players. I'll be honest. Shotguns and hammers. I'm just saying on the screen so that you guys get all of the things marked. So when you guys are finished, let me know. Or just a couple of you, let me know. It's kill Maurice. Yeah. It doesn't work on Maurice. But red hits are really good at like, with one-shots, specifically against like, provinces, kinda, but mainly like, rad shoes and stuff like that. Sentries. Alright, we're gonna move on. Let's continue watching. Probably gonna get survives low density, unless I forget if we already have that or not. Oh my god. How did the power die? Sorry, did I miss something? How did the power die? We have the density? Okay. I did get one, though. Yeah, but hold on. Can we talk about how this power died? Because I actually don't know. From over here. It was glaive. Did the power hit themselves with the glaive? Power died of old age. I think the power hit themselves with the glaive. Right? That has to be the only way. Like, they pinned themselves, up against the wall, started charging the glaive, and then killed themselves with it. Come on, do we have a space for that? Because that's just awesome. I mean, am I gonna give Dumbfound's Brocolite? Because like honestly, that's the thing too. This is the thing about Dumbfound's Brocolite. Well, it's not powerful because they didn't get the parry. But the thing about the power here is that, well, I guess technically the power hit themselves and they died. So it's kind of equivalent to powerful. No, not really, but it's funny. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to give this Dumbfound's Brocolite specifically because the correct play against powers that you don't want to challenge is to isolate them behind a wall, right? This is the correct play. But what dumbfounds me is the fact that it kills itself in Pizza Man making the correct play. So I'm going to give Dumbfound's Brocolite for that one. I have that. Awesome sauce. So mark down Dumbfound's Rockolet. $55 is a decent PB. Mind Flayer Beam? I don't think so. No, because look, it's still alive at this point, and then it dies. Alright, yeah, let's continue watching. Ooh, this is really good. This is Mind the Traffic right here. Yeah, you want to gas up this area right here. Ooh. Yeah, and then if you go over here, that fire is still going to cook them. Yeah, alright, I'm giving Minds the Traffic. Do we have that? Mind of the Traffic. If you have Mind of the Traffic, mark that down. Yeah, those are some definitely like expertly placed traps. Yeah, I don't have that. Very sad. But if you have Mind of the Traffic, mark that down. Right, let's continue. Anyone awake? Don't pause. Don't you dare. Ooh, okay. Are we going to say low tier tech value? I don't think so. Nuke is a nuke. Don't you dare pause. Don't you fucking dare pause. Okay, okay. Are we gonna say needless aura farming for that? Probably not. I think that just like, you know, Maurice, you know, giving a charge back to the solo Maurice isn't enough. No, they're not pinging me. Oh no, we got pause CG run. God damn it, dude. They asked you about D&D? Wait, you play D&D? I heart D&D. I'm doing a heart symbol with my hand right now. You can't see it. I heart D&D. Awesome. Alright, well. Unfortunate. Wait, did you even pause, technically? Oh, you did. Yeah, that's sad. No pigs. Damn, well, I'm not gonna get bingo here. Or blackout bingo. Together, play CG. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say Banger CG playlist. Yeah, I mean, you just caught me humming the song. Like, of course. It's gotta be Banger CG playlist. Where is it? There it is. Banger CG playlist. If you have it, mark it down. Yeah. There was a pause. For over 900 hours on record, I feel like I should be doing better. Even if just overhauled my entire playstyle. Hey, learning new playstyles has to be one of the most, like, fun parts of playing the game for me. Because I like being able to see what a player does and why, and try to replicate it to better understand it. That to me is part of what... That's why I like coaching so much. Like, for those who don't know, I have a Patreon, and if you put the max donation on Patreon, you can... get coaching sessions from me, and I really, really, really enjoy coaching because there's so much depth that goes into like understanding someone's playstyle and trying to replicate it and replicate it well. You know what I mean? And like all these other things, it's like people are in quote unquote inventing tech or new like, you know, ways to counter certain enemies or like enemy combinations and stuff like that all the time. and like that stuff is being put into Cybergrind, or not Cybergrind, custom levels, which is what I talk about in my last video. If you guys haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend watching it. I put a lot of my thoughts as to like custom levels and which ones I think are good and for why. I would definitely watch that video if you like it. But yeah, sorry, I've been yapping. And your playlist. Yeah, have that, mark it down. Oh, this is more Risk of Rain. This is the part I mute, right? I think I mute this. Quality of the vid is at max. Oh, not yet. I could do more. None of it's copyright? Okay. But here's some extra quality. You mean to watch it? You definitely should. I kind of want to do more of these, like, you know, middle of the week like yap videos, because they're kind of fun to just talk about something I'm really, really interested in about the game, like just excessively, and leave my educational stuff for something else. No, this isn't my OBS. Yeah, epic gameplay. Okay, I was just about to move forward to try to skip it, and it just almost skipped forward. Dude. There you go. Very smooth gameplay. While Oop's gameplay is very careful, this is very, like, I would say aggressive for the most part. Also, do you have hit stop slowed, sped up? Like, it feels like the hit stop is halved. Oof. Good thing avoiding that, though. Track some wins for that OBS scene. I was thinking about hit stops and got an ad. I'm assuming you're gonna ask. Yeah, they're shorter, yeah. Ooh. Oof. Yeah, so far, it seems like you kind of struggle to deal with hideous masses other than just, like, you know, jump saw combo. Or jump start and saw combo. Oof. Yeah. This is rough. Very nice, though. There you go. See what I mean? Like, that's kind of your bread and butter, it seems. At least so far. I love the break. Good choice. Dude, you keep pausing. Oh my god. The reason you pausing is the reason why you didn't get a PB this time around. Ooh. Very nice. We're getting a power fall here. Double power fall. Very beautiful. Powerful, if you have that, mark it down on your bingo card. I'm kind of tempted to say Parry God there because you did 2 back-to-back. I'm going to say Parry God, yeah. Parry God. This card is not it. I bet it's Stressor Wave, okay? No, it's fine. I'm talking about this wave and the other waves that you've had Hideous Masses. You've sort of cleared them like way slower than I've seen like a lot of other players. Especially Oopt. Oopt was clearing them like really, really fast. Need iframe abuse for a bingo? Yeah, we'll probably see that. I can hear my fat ass dog trying to eat out of a small tin. We like to give him like little tin dog food and like put it in his bowl. And like we'll give him the tin if he wants to lick it clean. And he's just licking the tin right now and sliding it across the floor. Whenever I try to join the Discord, I get an error message saying unable to accept invite. Huh, let me double check the invite link. How do I not be silly? Invite to server. Here. I will... Actually, wait. I should do this on stream. I'll put a link in the stream to the Discord. I'll put it in both... Oops, I almost just invited my girlfriend. Also, yes. Oshka player has a girlfriend. You wouldn't believe it, but it's true. No, we don't. We don't have Gasimar. Yeah. Gotta get a whole load of tomatoes thrown at me. You get those thick silhouettes. I mean, you just go to assist and outlines. You just turn it up. Like that. Very, very simple stuff. I should turn mine up personally, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems to bug out a lot for me. I don't know why. Alright, let's continue. Almost an elaborate coin combo right there. Is that a hit stop nuke? Beautiful. Oh, I love watching people do hit stop nukes. Pizza Man, aren't hit stop nukes just like so fucking satisfying? Nice. We're gonna call that needless aura farming. You railing the guy. And you missed. Did you actually? Hold on. No, you didn't miss. There's just another guy. It was just a rat schism. Of course there is. Interesting. Oh my god, dude. Dude, Jesus Christ. Well, the only way to do nukes without core getting shot. Yeah, it really is. Dude. Sorry, I don't ignore my friends. You know what? I can't even say shit about that, but I'm gonna secretly store up a lot of passive aggressive anger towards you. And I'm gonna release it at you all at once when you least expect it. We have to delete the wind bingo now. We did in our previous one, but not yet so far. The coin combo one. We might. I'm expecting to see it. Ooh! Whoa! Huge! Look at the pinatas. Friendly fire. Yes! Oh my god, it's huge. Yeah, that's pinatas right there. Friendly fire pinatas. If you have that, mark that down. Alright, let's continue. I'm noticing you're not doing any, like, whip rides. You need auto nuke and that's it? Well, let's hope you get an auto nuke then. Cute Slarp coin. Oof. Technically, this is an uncommon enemy, so could contribute to Uncommon Slayer. But I think there's only one virtue here. Oh my wow. Huge. You know what mod we need? We need a mod that makes it so you can edit or like give custom spawn sounds to certain enemies. Like edit the volume of certain sounds. Stuff like that. Huge. Are we going to see a wipe? Very beautiful plays just here. Honestly, I might give Expert Corral just because you played on this side of the map the entire time. Oh, let's just go back. I'll be the judge. Yeah, like here, you're kiting all the enemies to come over here. Yeah, and then you get the huge RTC as well. The chain reaction. Yeah, I'm gonna give it. Which one did I say? Expert Corral. If you have Expert Corral, mark that down. I'm just too used to Insta rides. Haven't taken them off to learn when to use a new whip ride stuff. You really should. It saves you a whole stamina. It's really useful. I find myself dying more often to using an Insta ride than using a whip ride personally. What about randomized enemy modules and textures? I mean, I don't know. I mean, the whole point is that so that I can like understand when like a virtue is spawning more clearly or providence, as opposed to because like you know that an insert is spawning because they're loud as shit. You know what I mean? Or a power because they're also loud as shit. But it's hard to tell when a mind flare spawns sometimes, or a virtue or a providence or something like that. And it'd be nice, you know, to have like a sound cue that you could put on there. I'm gonna spoil the cause of death. Dude, come on. Rad Maurice again? Oh, well, that's not too surprising. Ah, I'm not calling it a wipe. Unfortunate. Yeah, good night though. Yeah, I have a mod that... Oh, okay. Well, we got the Death Star at the very least, so if you guys have that, mark that down. Crazy Death Star. It's a Death Star coin, too. I have... Crazy Death Star... Rigged. Keep in mind, you guys are able to call stuff out if like you think I missed something, because I can't catch everything, right? I'm just one guy trying to catch as many things as I can. Why do the enemies take that long to spawn? I mean, they just normally take that long to spawn in. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really... I don't know, I mean, it wasn't like a very good Death Star, though. Hold on, let me go back. Did you at least kill the Providence? No, you didn't. I don't know, should we qualify? Fine, you know, we marked it. I'm just not gonna go back. I'm not going back. Remove because I don't have Death Star. I think we do. Check. Yeah, we do have right rail cannon right time. Oh, okay. This is a low density wave right here. Ooh, ooh! I'm giving that creative burst heal. That was amazing. I don't know if you guys caught that, but Pizza Man's obviously fighting to get to Ultrakill rank to keep his hard damage up. And the way he does it, right? He gets the double parry, some friendly fire, another parry, friendly fire, just to get his style up to Ultrakill rank, which lets him deplete all of his hard damage. That was great. You have bingo? Well, bingo. Awesome. Send it in the thing. I just really like that play, Pizza Man. I just want to give you a pat on the shoulder for that one, because that was really cool. Pounds, dumbfounds. Yep, that's it. Wow, this is an easy card right here. You know how? Because Ender has 3 cards open at all times. Oh well. Yeah, GG. Here comes the roll collector. It's fucking... guy with medals. This fucking guy. Alright. Do we want to go again, or do you want to just finish this run? Just for funsies. Do you want to do another bingo run, I mean? What's the plan? Finish it? But do we want to do another bingo? Does it even matter, man? Oh my god. Alright, let's just finish this. You want to do another? You sure? Love to say, but I'm getting tired. Bye. Alright, goodbye. We'll do one more. If you guys want to get a whole new card out, go ahead. I'm not getting Blackout Bingo, but yeah. Go ahead. Get yourself a new card if you want to play. I don't anticipate that we'll get another bingo here, but if we do, that'd be great. Man, even recording with OBS doesn't get me to have a better bitrate. Am I muted? What? Yeah, new cards. Get a new card. Now's your time to get a new card before I just keep going. Has to be the one, right? Yeah. Tell yourself that. Oh wow, a lot just happened. Maurice hit the Gutterman, which I think pancaked the Maurice the Gutterman, and the Gutterman pancaked the Inser. Okay, well that's one immediately pancaked right there. Sorry. If you have pancaked, mark that down. 1,000 bingo players quit before they win. Yes. I don't have anything for this. I'll say for the sake of convenience, considering this is a new bingo card, if we see 0 pauses from now until the end of this, then we'll count 0 pauses. All right. Look at all these Gutterman crossing streams. Pause in 3, 2, 1. Oh, uh-oh. The tactic where you malrail the floor. Most extra nuke of all time. Trying so hard to hit that fucking... Oh my god. Are we gonna say pinatas? Hold on, I just watched the friendly fire go off. I don't think it's pinatas because they're not, the projectiles aren't hitting the Maurices most of the time, they're hitting the other enemies. Yeah, so I won't count it. Because the Maurices are still all alive. Yeah. Excuse me. Beautiful. This song is a banger. If the next one's a banger, then I'm gonna just give it a CG playlist. What is Line of Sight God? Line of Sight God, surprisingly, I don't think we've seen a single... We've seen, like, one total sentry. We're looking for mainly, like, sentries and, like, guttermen and stuff like that, like, pressuring you to, like, lose line of sight. And, like, if the player, like, specifically plays within those line of sight, like, borders really well. We haven't seen a single sentry, like, actually root itself. So that's really hard to, like, get. The song is really good, yeah. Or, like, you know, if someone so much as, you know, like, uses their line of sight blockers really well against, like, a Mind Flare to get them to teleport into their clutches. Yeah, we're not going to see that for a minute. Yeah, not a single sentry. Oh, we paused. Alright. God damn it, dude. There goes my blackout bingo. You guys just can't fucking help yourselves. I'm not super hooked on this song. It's aim and break and a guitar riff. It's not really my thing. It's interesting. Should we qualify that as needless aura farming? That was definitely just completely needless. Needless aura farming. If you haven't, mark it down. And very nice all around. Playing very passively just because Deathcatcher stuff, but yeah. What's wrong with the short pause break? It's just taboo. Usually you start performing worse briefly after a pause. Like once you lose the flow state, it becomes really difficult. At least like among like intermediate advanced gameplay. Like people who know what they're doing. Yes, that's why. I fucking hate Schism so much. Just give them 10 health, I mean, come on. Alright, let's see it. Didn't even one-shot it. You hit it on the carapace. Yeah, you have, like, the most trouble with Hideous Masses. Like, I don't know why. It's so weird to watch you fight against Hideous Masses. That was pretty cool. Yeah, you're kind of just going through the motions right now. Yeah, you can still get guard break from Puppet Gutterman. Alright, this is a pretty good song. Shit. If I start singing this song as this guy plays, and we're putting that spot on. Failed nuke, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, just hugging a bunch of Gunnermen there. It works, but ain't quite what the Cybergrind win bingo's looking for. Okay. Fuck, bro. I'm singing this song. I hate it. It just possesses me. Oh, that was pretty clutch. I won't say creative, but it was very, very clutch. Oof. I'm gonna let this play out, and then I'm gonna go to the card. Very, very nice. That is honestly one of the better ways to handle a Mirror Reaper. Wait, did it get stomped? Yeah, the power got stomped. Wait, that's huge. Okay, if you have a stomped special uncommon, make sure you mark that down. Also, damn, I didn't have a space there. And then what else happened? I forget. Chat, remind me. What happened? What was it that I called? Oh, yeah. Banger playlist. So if you had banger playlist and stomped, make sure you mark those two down. He's humming. It is too hype. Yeah, let me go back. Let me watch Line of Sight clutch. Because, I mean, Line of Sight doesn't really do much here. It kind of goes to the side for a little bit just to avoid the Mirror Reaper, but, like, you know, this isn't a problem. The problem is the power of the Mind Flayer. Ooh, the fucking insert gas. Ooh, I'm gonna have to give that Mirror Reaper gas-friendly fire. Yeah, Mirror Reaper gas-friendly fire. Putting that on an insert is just so huge. If you have Mirror Reaper gas-friendly fire, mark that down. MR. Taking damage with high style, yeah, and maintaining it. Yeah. That's what successful face tank is. Let me see how much stamina you had by the time you reached that Gutterman. Ah, you didn't really need it. You were going to get that regardless. Alright. Back to where we were. I mean, I wouldn't say balanced. He was pretty much forced to leave there. Because he had no stage presence. So I wouldn't say so. Like, you know, the Firestarter O was waning, and, you know, he couldn't contest a Mirror Reaper running around and inserting the power at the same time. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. That might be Dumbfound's Broccoli. Did you get a melee parry, or did he throw his sword and then you parry? No, it was a melee parry, I think. Maybe just perfectly clear. There's the sword, and then it comes back. I think... Yeah, you're melee parrying here. Yeah, that's a melee parry. When does the sword come back? I don't know. Yeah, it's a melee parry. If it was a sword parry, that would be dumbfounds, but unfortunately, no. Yeah, I've beaten Pain Atrophy. I've beaten it multiple times. Oh my god. Hold on, is that pinatas? Nah, I won't say so. It's mostly just other enemies dying. Or actually, no, it is. Oh, wait, never mind. There's only 3 Maurices. That is pinatas. Alright, if you guys have pinatas, make sure you mark that down. I do not have it. We haven't seen a really good chargeback. I mean, for the most part, people are in chargebacking Maurices and other enemies, and they're not... There's no sentries showing up to get a good chargeback. So dumb. We haven't seen, like, a single sentry. When are we gonna get the sentry wave, bruh? It's the worst room? Probably the Ferryman water room is the worst. A lot of other rooms are buggy, and they ruin my P ranks half the time because like an enemy glitches out or something. Kind of annoying, but yeah. Yeah, this song is a banger. With 4 citrus on wave 40, yeah, literally. I think that's fine to keep dying to electricity in the water room. Yeah. I literally, one time, I wasn't even running, like, magnets or, like, anything like that. I wasn't running any of the nail guns, any of the saw blade launchers, and I still got conducted to death in the water somehow. Because, I don't know, I guess a coin landed in there, or, like, a rocket was in there at the perfect time, and I got conducted to death. It was so dumb. Ooh, that might be Parry God. Hold on, because you just fucking... That was both sword parries? Yeah, that's Parry God. If you guys have Parry God, make sure you mark that down. I had 120 restarts and pain atrophy on one time. I tried and beat it all over with 80 of them. Last room, yeah. Just rocket ride by dashing on a frozen rocket. I mean, yeah, that's what they're mostly doing. Because that's what's called an insta ride. Yeah, I mean that's why I was saying earlier, like, should we even do another card on Pizza Man's? Because we're gonna get the same ones, you know what I mean? He plays in one way. That being his way. There was a sentry? It died instantly. They couldn't have put a sentry on the top of these things, no? They just had to put one in the center where it would die instantly. Really, bro? Useless sentry. This is the second sentry we've seen all day today. Honestly, we've been having 2 problems with this entire board. Number 1, sentries aren't spawning, so like 2 or 3 spaces are just not happening. And number 2, the fact that we were doing Pizza Man's twice means that we're going to get a lot of the same spaces. Dum-dum-dum-dum. I mean, I don't know. I put 0 pauses there because, like, I never pause when I'm doing a CG run. Like, never, ever. Yeah, if you guys want, you can put some ideas for wins in the channel. Yeah, I feel like right now, because Pizza Man, you're definitely playing a bit worse right now. Like, less smart, more like, just like, gotta get this, like, gotta go as far as I can kind of mind. Like, you're barely using the fire starter anymore at this point. Just kind of hitting things with hammers, coins when you have downtime, and rocket riding to escape. It's pretty much the cycle currently. And I did. That's a skill issue to keep to myself. That's a really good point, actually. I did not prepare for that. Ender, I think that you should make it so that people who just joined should be able to send messages for the sake of Cybergrind Bingo. If you don't mind doing that in that channel. Yeah, if you're not level 5, you can't send images yet. But I think I'll make an exception specifically for the Cybergrind Bingo channel. Yeah, anyone who's like between waves like 50 to 100 can definitely do it as well. I'm gonna do mind the traffic here because again, like that placement on that specific map is just so smart. Where is it? Minding the traffic. If you have minding the traffic, make sure you mark that down. Honestly, we did have 180 table turner earlier. Yeah, let's mark that one down as well. If you have 180 table turner, mark that down. I totally forgot that that was a space. That's my bad. If I want to be extra safe, the perms to do that could be disabled after times where bingo is being done and toggled on each time. That's just a lot to handle, I think. Yeah, just for specifically Cybergrind Bingo is fine. Because, like, we'll just enforce the rule that you shouldn't be posting much shit in there anyway. Like, unless it's bingo related. So, it's just like, you know, it's covered. But yeah, if you have 180 table turner, mark that down. Because we did have that earlier when, in the low density wave with the Gutterman. I completely forgot that that was a space, so mark that down. Yeah, we can just call spam. Exactly, yeah. It's criminal? I prefer duel, personally. Oh, you're saying versus over duel. Ah. Isn't this duel? I thought this was duel. This is versus? Ah, okay. You know, duel is definitely better than versus, I agree. Both them in the playlist, got it. Alright. Hey, you didn't even get the one shot. You died to friendly fire. Oh, Jesus. Ah. That's sad. Classic way to die. Very, very classic way to die. Oh well. Well, I mean, that's it. That right there. That's Cybergrind win bingo. Boiling this Brock Confessor by that choice. What does that mean? Fake ass fans. Dude, why are people are malding? People are so upset. That was abysmal. Yeah, we will definitely change the bingo cards. I mean, the nice thing is, obviously, in here, you guys can definitely add some suggestions for what to change with the Cybergrind win bingo. I'm always open to suggestions. So yeah, just kind of submit whatever you feel like in there. There are some spaces I could definitely consider moving around. Remove no pauses. I can remove no pauses, yeah. It seems generally speaking that no pauses definitely needs to go. So here, I'll go in here right now, and I'll put a star on 0 pauses so that I know to remove it. Submitted a while ago, a brutal run, but improving. Awesome. I might call the stream here. We'll see, though. I'm getting hungry, and I don't know, I kind of want to decompress. I've been watching a lot of Cybergrind, and having to coach last night was definitely a bit draining. I'm probably going to go. Peace. All right. Goodbye. It's been fun having you guys. Yeah, it's a good question. What should replace it? I'll show you guys the full list. Dude, stop. Stop it. Why is it going all the way? Oh my god, I fucking hate Google Docs. And they all are, if you want to look at them. Add 2 no pauses slots. 500 pauses. Are resubmissions allowed? No. The only time I'm gonna the only time I'm gonna be doing Cybergrind review is specifically on Cybergrind for the specific patch. So if your run happened on a previous patch, I won't review it. But yeah, if you submit a run on this patch, I will. If you happen to be around in the stream, I will. There's a greater chance that I will review your gameplay. And also, if you donate money to the stream, there's also a greater chance that I will review you. So yeah, because I currently have a priority list. No, not there. Yeah, I have a priority list for people who have donated to me, who I can do Cybergrind review for if they submit something. So if you want to join that list, you can submit. You can donate money to the stream, and yeah, that will definitely increase your chances of getting reviewed. Though generally speaking, if you are a part of the stream, you will already be ahead of others in terms of getting your gameplay reviewed. Because it's easier to talk to the person who I'm reviewing whenever I'm reviewing their gameplay. So yeah, that's the rundown, really. I just realized the pun of Powerfall. Yeah, it's a pretty good pun. I think, what was it, Equinox that came up with that? Or is it Ooped? It might have been Ooped. Yeah, no, it was Ooped. Yeah, really great idea. Six or less weapon types? That's hard to keep track of. That is so fucking hard to keep track of. Pay to win Cybergrind. Did it a bit too late? What? Let me see. Yeah, this one. How long is it? 8 minutes. You know what? I can review this, but we're not going to play Cybergrind Sin Bingo. How does that sound? I'll review this without the bingo. Also, what the fuck is this? This is terrible. This is disgusting. This fucking sucks. Oh my god. Alright, let's do it. This is short. Might as well knock it out. I will mark these, the ones that I have seen. Here we go. Marked just so you guys know that I have done it. Alright. Let's watch this now. Gameplay's gonna be a lot different. What does that say at the top? Hold on. Sorry, I just got comfortable. Far from on my best skill level today, so my bad if I mess up tech a lot. LMAO. Still trying to get the muscle memory down for strats and the keybinds too. Okay. Well, let me quickly read your thing. Trying not to get melted after breaking my muscle memory in 6 places, then grafting the ends together. Video info, Cybergrind run on Brutal from wave 25 to 41, not much, but best you could do. Okay, 900 hours, yeah, you did say that. An animated request while you're in the stream. A DAA, I use DAA. Nice to see. The model data is just the ear, yeah, it is. Alright. Yeah, that's one of the sad limitations of Cybergrind review is that you kind of have to have a decent enough PC to be able to record. It does happen. There you go. The music's pretty quiet, so I can definitely keep it up loud. I do like that you're using whip rides. Do you have SRS in your first slot? Okay, AAD on nails. Oof. No! Okay. Okay. Definitely good that you didn't have tunnel vision there. I didn't know cannons could knock sentries away. Yeah, you can also use Steam Record. I've seen people say that that's also something that works. Got some Death Star action. I will say, there's some cool stuff you could do. You're not running the, what's it called? You're not running the core eject jackhammer. So what you can do with Death Stars, you can do something like this. You can actually detach the chainsaw as a part of it, and that can often get you a lot of value, especially since you have, right, what is it? You're running the oversaw, right? So you can like also attach the oversaw to this combo, and this gives you like what? How much damage is this? 12 plus 21, about like a 33 damage saw trap. It's very, very nice. I call them, this is kind of a name working, it's like RCD hammer boosts, rocket detach, rocket chainsaw detach, hammer boosts. That's what I call them. So you can do that in place of a core if you'd like. Yeah, you seem to have some pretty decent fundamentals, though. Like, you understood the Maurice interaction, and that the sentry was deadly. You tried to go for chargebacks, which I respect. Oof. Yeah, you can't one-shot Virtues using Death Star rockets. Yeah, you do not want to be underneath a Virtue. Yeah, see, right there, you had the same opportunity. Gonna go for that red hit. Okay. I would definitely recommend going for a screwdriver during hit stop instead of E-rail against mind flayers, because not only can you pin the mind flayer, but also just gives you really good style after the fact. It's a really good habit to get into. How often do you run screwdriver? Maybe what happened with the mannequin I tried to grapple. Bucker Bro, how do I know if my Cybergrind music is copy? If you upload it to YouTube, which is what most people tend to do, YouTube will tell you if your video has copyrighted music in it, or if it has specifically detected copyright music in it. I used to use screwdriver punching a lot. No, I mean, well, what I'm trying to describe right now is this. Specifically against a Mind Flayer, what you can do is... I'm bad. You can use the screwdriver during hit stop to guarantee that you get the screwdriver hit on them. I'm terrible. Holy. This is what watching Cybergrind does. I feel like those like people on Wall-E in the chairs just like completely disabled. Yeah, because this can pin the Mind Flayer and give you a lot of really good style. So definitely consider that. It's better than E-Rail because it's not only is it more damage, more style, more healing, you know, and it pins the Mind Flayer. So the nice thing about pinning a Mind Flayer on stage, there can be benefits to doing it or doing it off stage. Off stage, you don't have to deal with the Mind Flayer. On stage, she can die to friendly fire. But off stage, if she's not dying, you get free style, free healing. So yeah, it's something you gotta play by ear when it's the right time to do it, but at this stage, I think for the most part, you can afford to do it almost every time. I know I'm talking pretty fast, but I tend to do that when I am giving advice. This guy's 5 health. There's no way, dude. Ow. There you go. You might have missed one of the hit scans. Oh, Behrman died, really. Huh. They keep trying to set up these Death Stars. There's a much easier way to go about doing it. Here. What you could do is this, right? And then freeze, and then start setting up your Death Stars. Right? So if you, like, just go straight up, not only do you avoid the whole phase of, you know, trying to go, like, this to bring your rocket up, then freeze, then shoot your rockets, so that you get one additional rock because of how much less time you're wasting. But it's just a lot easier. So whip rides are definitely something, because you can whip ride directly up. Definitely try to do that. You've been whip riding, so it seems like something you could easily get into. Oof. That sucks. That happens. That's just placement right there. I think the more you get used to Death Stars, the less that'll happen. You seem to understand the basics. Nice parry. Very amazing. Yeah, and there are times like these too. You definitely want to set up like a trap around here, because like you got to realize you have a gutter tank, a Cerberus, an Insert, and a Swords Machine. These guys are all these guys can all be kited really easily. They have very few choices as to where they're supposed to go. So like if you can kite a bunch of enemies into like one big area, like say right here, which is generally the shape of where the enemies are, you know, you get your like little combo out and then just kite them in here. You know what I mean? Fight them and get your healing off. You know, you do your screwdriver on the Insert and you're basically immortal in this little circle where not only are you getting iframes from getting hit by the fire, but you're also getting heals from the Oversaw, from the screwdriver, and a lot of style. And you could just do your bread and butter shotgun and hammer combos as you do it. You know what I mean? So that's what I would generally call like good corralling. Is like corralling a bunch of enemies into an area that's beneficial for you more than it is for them. And obviously like the Serb can push you and stuff like that. You just got to be mindful of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, you can really punish enemies who group up like that really easily. Yeah, I think that the gimmick of the Oversaw, it's decent damage, but primarily it seems to be like it gives you a lot of healing. Like, sorry. Let's get some self damage out. Like, look at that. That shit heals you real quick, you know what I mean? Let's get myself really low. Yeah, you just heal up instantly. You see that shit? Like, something you should consider getting used to if you're running the Oversaw is using it for healing purposes so that you can stay alive in a small area and just focus on getting style, you know what I mean? Parries and, you know, multi-kills, explosions. Yeah, Oversaw is unfortunately better than the Overnail currently. I don't know how many of you were here for the earlier part of the stream, but Overnail is busted. It's not working correctly, specifically because conduction doesn't work. So normally what happens is stuff like magnets will add like 1 damage to conduction whenever they conduct. As well, for every nail that you have in an enemy, it will deal up to 6 damage of an explosion. But no, it just doesn't add damage, number one. You realize Overnail's better? No, it's... Okay, conduction chains can be okay. But you just get so little damage from conduction now. It barely works. Like, you could normally get, like, you know, like a big, like, 9 to, like, 10 damage explosion. Now you only get 2. So, Oversaw definitely has a place now as a result of that bug. But Overnail would still be better. Oh, yeah. That was... Nice Death Start. Only thing that would make that better, though, obviously. Right? That Saw, by the way, it does 12 damage, and when an insert is burning, like with Death Stars, it does something close to 18 instead. So, just saying, you know, missing out right there. If you added a Saw there, you wouldn't need to add the Cannonball. Product Update did broke in a bad way a bit of conduction. Yeah, it did. Other than that, though, your movement seems to be good. You're doing a lot of slam jumping and sliding. I haven't been paying attention to your stamina use, but I will now. It just seems to be mostly execution. Yeah, like right here, you should definitely be playing with that Oversaw. The placement's a bit wonky. You definitely want to like find places in the area that have really good Oversaw placements. Like for instance, this area over here is amazing for that. You don't want to be down here because enemies have a better line of sight from up here down here. But if you're over here, enemies down here can't see you as easily. So this is a really good Oversaw placement, very flat, very nice area to set an Oversaw down. Get a lot of good heals from just wall bouncing on this corner. Like you got to think about this stuff when you're playing on each map. You can adapt to the way the map is oriented very easily, depending on your loadout. So yeah, just have to be very mindful of. Oh, that would have been sick. If you did that shit, that would have been hype. Mirror Reaper, though. Yikes. Oversaw is pretty decent against the Mirror Reaper, I will say. Oversaw sets him on fire, so you basically get all of that missed damage back as a result of it being a Saw. Okay, thank you, Gutter Tank. Or no, I think... Yeah, no, that was a Gutter Tank. Yeah, they did remove Ride the Lightning. Is this the one you die on? That's shocking. You feel like you have all this under control. Oh, you did spam Jumpstart, though. Oof. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be more Ace. Yeah, I mean, there you just kind of panicked and you threw the jumpstart cord out a lot. That was just, it just tends to happen. Definitely want to avoid tossing out the jumpstart cord too many times. It is your only nail gun, so it kind of hurts, like nails wise. But yeah, I mean, you knew why you died there. A lot of this seems like just execution. Just got to practice this stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me see your rail cannon usage this wave, though. Yeah, you still had a rail cannon this whole time. If you weren't... I mean, I think you were probably overconfident here. And then you tried to do a rail coin. Yeah. You got overconfident and then you got punished. Because, like, a nuke would have gone crazy early. Because, like, you got to think about your rail cannon charge. Like, a big part of rail cannon... The sooner you use it, like pay attention to the bottom left, the sooner that you start getting your next rail cannon back. See, my screwdriver got value for like 6 seconds right there. Basically, my next screwdriver is coming back in 10 seconds now. You know what I mean? But like if I'm at the start of a wave and I wait, I'm just killing enemies, blah, blah, blah. And like 8 seconds pass, my next rail cannon after those 8 seconds from the start of the wave would now have taken 24 seconds. You know what I mean? So the earlier you use a rail cannon, the earlier you're going to get your next rail cannon, which is really good value. And that's why I always emphasize the importance of getting your rail cannons out sooner than later when they get the most value, instead of like trying to play reactively and waiting to get the value. You want to like kite enemies into a specific spot for your nukes. And you want to lather a lot of nails down with like overnail or something like that so that you can get your conduction combo out really quickly. Obviously, exceptions to that because conduction doesn't work. But then screwdriver, you want to put your screwdriver on the insert that you're fighting. So that, it's basically not even a challenge at that point. And then, while he's jumping around and other stuff like that, you're still getting style value. So yeah. I tend to mess up the jumpstart sometimes like that. If I get better with core nuking, CE shotgun cores, we're doing a lot more nukes. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to nuke. Personally, I'm not the hugest fan of nukes. It has gotten a bit better since the violence patch, or revamp, I guess. Specifically because frame 1 cores now exist. And because there's a lot more nukeable enemies in the game. Specifically powers. If you nuke, you can like punish them a lot. Mind flayers are a big issue. Mirror Reaper, burning him with a nuke is pretty decent. But yeah. Well, that was your gameplay reviewed. Hope you take away some tips from this. I would also recommend some mods. First of all, the one specific mod I'm talking about, because you're trying to like get some keybinds in. The weapon variant binds mod is very, very good. You can't see my keyboard, but whenever I press Q, it only pulls out the sawed-on jackhammer. If I press 2, it only pulls out the pump charge jackhammer. And if I press T, it only pulls out the core eject shotgun. So I don't have to swap so many times to get to my weapons if I'm trying to do a specific combo. You know what I mean? So I would recommend this mod 100% if you ever wanted to start using mods. It's a very powerful mod, yes. Too bad I like vanilla. That's fair. And also, with mods, I get to be green. So, I'm true green. Also, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this. Oversaw is kind of stupid. Basically, there's something stupid with Oversaw where the uncharged saw will add to your conduction for some reason. But, like, when you have a full charge saw, it doesn't add to your conduction. You see? That doesn't add to your conduction for some reason, or your jumpstart cord. It's really dumb. I'm considering making a feedback post about that. I feel like at least the first hit over an oversaw should charge it up a little bit. I don't know. At the very least. It's the same damage now? Well, not really. I mean, the thing about the oversaw... This, right here, is the same damage as this. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to punch it. Oh. I punched it just to increase the damage slightly, but it's slightly skewed. It's the same damage, the same amount of hits. There you go. The heat only causes the multi-hit. Yeah, it's useless, literally. It's fucking stupid. It does nothing. The heat is actually worse than having a lower heat saw. Yeah, I know. It's dumb. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess the only benefit is that I think a low heat saw breaks against the wall a lot sooner than a saw with heat. I don't know, they're both still alive. They're both still alive, who knows? This feels like brain rot, just forcing you guys to watch this with me. Yeah, you see how that shit shreds inserts? That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, very, very nice. But yeah, I'm probably gonna make a feedback post about that to get that changed, because that is kind of silly. Another interaction between cannonball and chainsaw, where if you shot the ball with the saw, it splits open and gushes gas everywhere. Not sure. I feel like that'd be kind of niche. Like, it'd be cool, but like, you can't expect the average player to be able to do that. Like, a lot of the tech in this game that's intended between weapon interactions is supposed to be like stuff that you expect the average player to be able to do, you know what I mean? Who's saying AI viewers? It's just some random in the stream. I can remove that, I think. I don't know how to remove chat messages. Oh well. Explain to me how to double hammer boost. It's pretty simple. I actually don't have the correct weapon out. You might notice that my hammer looks slightly different. Basically all you're doing, first of all, it's a lot easier if you turn around and the rocket's behind you when you double hammer boost. All you're doing is you're hitting the rocket and then tossing out a core during hit stop. If your frame rate is anything below 60, it's better to jump during the hit stop of hitting the rocket and then toss the core out. What the fuck? That was weird. But yeah. That's how you double hammer boost. It's very simple. It's just like, because yeah, like if you bring the rocket up in front of you, you can easily miss because the rocket is pushing me backwards. So what happens is the core, since it follows my velocity, if I put it in front of me, after I hit the rocket, it's going to launch backwards instead of like in front of me, which will often cause the rocket to fly behind me, right? Like that. So it doesn't get hit. But if it's behind me, it's pushing me forward. So the core that I drop out in front of me is following my velocity. That is nuking midair. I didn't even nuke. The weird thing is I shot out a hit scan and my core somehow, or my rocket somehow hit something. I don't know, it was very confusing. And then there's VRTCs, which is this. If you swap off of the core jerk jackhammer during the hit stop of dropping a core, you will instantly nuke. So you'll notice that I'm swapping off the hammer, right? Well, if I'm good at the game, which I'm not. Right? That will cause a nuke. And then also with RTCs, you know, do shit like that. Yeah, this weapon is fucking stupidly busted. I hate it. It should get nerfed. I made a post saying it should get nerfed, and I'm praying that they nerf it. Yeah, because the quarter jerk shotgun is cool, but it's still not nearly as strong as that weapon is. Like, this ain't shit. But yeah, I think that's going to be the stream for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you aren't in the Discord yet, make sure you join the Discord. How long stream? It's been like 3 hours? I think about 3 hours. It says 2 hours, but I think it's been 3 now. It started at around 4 my time. Oh, it's almost going to be 3. You know what? I'm going to stay around for like 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, just so it says 3 hours and I can feel more accomplished. In the meantime, do you guys have any questions for me to answer before I go? Yeah, just to the VODs. Are there any other good Cybergrind mods I should use? Well, what do I use? I don't know if you have the yellow hit indicator mod. This mod is really, really good. Basically, every time I do a hammer hit, it tells me my hammer will start smoking green to let me know that I'm like inside of the three hit limiter loop, and then it goes on cooldown, right? So you can edit it to the point where, you know, you're doing your combo, and then I don't want to use my hammer. I wait, and then you do your combo. You know what I mean? Whatever. Smoking green, you say? Yeah. Will the next review be? I've been streaming pretty consistently on Saturdays so far. So probably, or at least Saturday my time. I'll probably do a Saturday. Next Saturday. I want to stream another time every week as well. My goal is to stream twice every week, but Saturday so far you can expect to stream. I think you're onto something, which I still do too. I mean, I think that the current nerf is a bit lazy as well, just even still. But I'm tolerating it. There's ways to play around it, and you know, only smart players really manage to play around it. I don't think that the correct people were punished for the nerf, but it's whatever, really. The shotguns got buffed, and that's mainly what I was hoping for. Well, most of the shotguns got significantly buffed. So from today, thanks to Megatron. Of course, join the Discord. Share the Discord with your friends who like Ultrakill, by the way. Get your friends into Ultrakill so that maybe they can ask for help from me. I do have a coaching link in my Patreon. I think it's 15 USD, and I can coach you one-on-one. I coached a couple people, actually, so far. And so far, I've heard nothing but positive reviews from people who have been coached by me. So, yeah, consider it. Or send it to your friends if they're more interested and want to waste their money. I don't know. Bye, Brocco Bro. Yep. It's been fun. Thanks for trying to learn ult over pump. I love ult over pump so much. You will. I have multiple videos. Learn pump caches. Pump caches are very fun. And they increase your brain size. Watch my videos. For those who don't, watch all my videos. I create educational content about hammers and stuff like that. Please do. All right. Yeah, let's call it here. Goodbye. It's been fun. I'll probably see you guys in the Discord. Adios.